Hello, my beautiful gardening family. Welcome back to Hubtuber 81. Today, I am taking you on a special March garden tour where I'll show you all the fruits and flowers blooming in my backyard right now. March is such a magical month. Everything feels fresh, colorful, and full of life. Let us begin our backyard tour with one of the most fascinating tropical fruits in my garden, the rose apple. This tree is not just beautiful to look at, but it also has a very graceful way of growing, flowering, and fruiting. When you look closely at the rose apple tree, the first thing you will notice is its shiny green leaves that reflect sunlight beautifully. The tree always looks fresh and vibrant, especially during the warm months. But the real magic begins when the flowers start appearing. The flowers of the rose apple are truly unique. Instead of large petals like many other fruit trees, the rose apple produces soft, fluffy white flowers that look almost like tiny fireworks or delicate brushes. Each flower is made up of hundreds of fine thread-like stamens that spread outwards. When these flowers bloom in clusters, the entire tree begins to look like it is decorated with soft white pom-poms. It is a very soothing sight for any gardener. And after these beautiful flowers are pollinated, small baby fruits start forming. At first, the fruits appear tiny and green. Slowly, as they grow, they begin to take their characteristic bell or pear-like shape. Depending on the variety, they may turn light red, pink, or sometimes even pale green. Next is papaya. Papaya is my backyard's most generous plant. Look at how it fruits directly on the trunk. Nature's architecture is amazing. In March, growth becomes faster, flowers increase, and fruit size improves. Care tips: avoid waterlogging, add wood ash or potassium, remove lower yellow leaves. Papaya teaches abundance. The more you care, the more it gives. Third on our list are banana plants. The green variety grows faster, but the red banana plant, that is royal. March is active growth season. New leaves unfurl dramatically, flower bud may appear, strong root development happens. I feed bananas compost, banana peel fertilizer, occasional liquid seaweed. Banana teaches strength. One plant fruits once, but it leaves babies behind. Legacy matters. Now let me show you one of the most eye-catching plants in my backyard garden, the red banana variety. Compared to the common green banana, this variety always stands out because of its rich color, tropical look, and slightly different taste. What makes this plant special is, of course, its beautiful red bananas. When the plant begins to fruit, a large purple flower bud emerges from the center. This bud slowly bends downwards, and layer by layer, rows of banana fruit starts appearing beneath each petal like bract. Watching this process is truly fascinating for a gardener. It feels almost like nature is unwrapping a gift slowly. Next is jackfruit. Look at these baby jackfruits forming directly from the trunk. Jackfruit is bold, it doesn't hide its fruit among leaves. March sign: tiny fruit bulbs emerging, pollination stage, strong leaf growth. Care tips: deep watering but less frequent, organic manure before fruiting. Jackfruit reminds us big results take time, so don't rush the process. at these beautiful Ashoka blooms. Every time my Saraca Ashoka tree flowers like this, my garden feels full of life and color. These bright orange-red clusters belong to the Ashoka tree, also called Saraca Ashoka. When the buds first appear, they are yellowish and slowly they turn into this stunning fiery orange and red. What I love most is how the flowers grow in dense bunches. They almost look like little fireballs hanging from the branches. And the best part, they bloom mostly during spring, making the whole garden look festive. In Indian culture, the Ashoka tree is considered sacred and is often associated with happiness and positivity. No wonder its blooms bring so much joy to the garden. Now let me show you one of the most graceful flowering plants in my backyard garden, the Philippines ground orchid, commonly known as Glottis. This orchid is very special because unlike many orchids that grow on tree trunks or in hanging baskets, this one grows directly in the soil like a regular garden plant. Because of this unique feature, it is often considered one of the easiest orchids for beginners to grow. When you look closely at the plant, you will notice its long, pleated green leaves that grow in a beautiful fan shape from the base of the plant. These leaves are strong, upright, and slightly glossy, giving the plant a very lush tropical appearance. But the real beauty of this plant appears when the flower spike begin to emerge. One of the most wonderful thing about the Philippines ground orchid is that it can bloom multiple times during the year, especially in warm tropical climates. In months like March, when the weather becomes warmer and brighter, this plant becomes very active and produces fresh flower spikes. Unlike many delicate orchids, this one does not require complicated care. As long as the soil remains slightly moist and the plant receives some sunlight, it continues to grow and bloom beautifully. Now let me show you one more charming and joyful orchid in my backyard. The Oncidium orchid, popularly known as the dancing lady orchid. This orchid gets its lovely nickname because the small yellow flowers resemble tiny dancers wearing flowing skirts. When you look closely at each flower, you will notice that the shape of the petals really looks like a little lady dancing in the wind. And when dozens of these flowers bloom together on a long stem, it almost feels like a group of dancers performing in the garden. During the blooming season, especially in warm months like March, the orchid becomes the highlight of the garden. The golden flowers catch sunlight beautifully and instantly brighten the space. Now let me take you to one of the most vibrant and cheerful plants in my backyard garden, the Bougainvillea. If there is one plant that truly paints the garden with colors throughout the year, it is definitely this one. In fact, Bougainvillea is the favorite plant of our family, and that is why we have planted many varieties and different colors in our garden. Every corner of the backyard has its own Bougainvillea, and each one adds a different shade of beauty. You will see pink, purple, orange, white, and sometimes even mixed shades blooming together. When all of them flower at the same time, the garden starts looking like a natural festival of colors. Now let us move to another beautiful and very familiar plant in my backyard garden, the hibiscus. This plant is one of the most loved flowering plants in tropical gardens. because of its large, vibrant, and eye-catching flower. What makes hibiscus truly special is that it has the ability to bloom almost every day. Each flower may last only for a day, but the plant keeps producing new buds continuously, which means the garden never feels without flowers. Hibiscus flower come in many colors such as red, pink, yellow, orange and even multicolored varieties. But the classic red hibiscus is perhaps the most popular in many tropical gardens. Watching a hibiscus flower bloom in the morning and gracefully close by evening reminds us of an important lesson about nature. Beauty can be short-lived, but it can still bring immense joy. Now let me show you one of the most elegant foliage plants in my backyard garden, Dracaena augustifolia. While many plants attract attention with bright flowers or fruits, this plant stands out because of its beautiful foliage and graceful structure. Dracaena augustifolia is admired for its long, narrow and pointed leaves. The word augustifolia itself means narrow leaves, which perfectly describes this plant. The leaves grow in clusters from slender stems and gently arc outward, creating a very neat and decorative appearance. The moment you see this plant, you immediately understand why it's called the cat's tail plant. The flowers hang down like long red tassels, very similar to a fluffy cat's tail, swaying gently in the breeze. This plant always attracts attention in the garden because its flowers look completely different from the usual blooms we see. Instead of traditional petals, the cat's tail plant produces long, fuzzy, velvet flower spikes that can grow several inches in length. These flowers' tassels are bright red and have a soft texture that almost looks like velvet. Now let me show you a small but very charming flowering plant in my backyard garden, the globe amaranth, also known as comferena. Even though the plant is not very tall, it adds a lot of beauty and color to the garden. The most striking feature of this plant is its round globe-shaped flowers. Each flower looks like a tiny colorful ball sitting on top of a slender green stem. Because of this unique shape, it is called globe amaranth. Now let me introduce you to another very interesting plant in my backyard garden, Euphorbia Milii, which is commonly known as the crown of thorns plant. This plant is unique because it combines beauty, strength and resilience all in one. The plant gets its name crown of thorns because of its thick woody stem covered with sharp thorns. These thorns grow all along the branches, giving the plant a rugged and protective appearance. Friends, in gardening and in life, every season has a purpose. If you nurture patiently, your March will always come. March has filled my backyard with color, fruit, hope and gratitude. If this tour inspired you, please like, share and subscribe to HarpTuber81. Comment below which plant from today's tour touched your heart the most. See you in the next blooming update. Till then, as I always say, go green, grow green. Happy gardening.